Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Diamond Factory. Yes, the Diamond Factory, where diamonds are made. Diamond is our highest ranking in this company, one, two, three, four, and five star. And yes, 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 you can become all of that. My name is Dr. Roz. I'm the VP of Communications here at Akana. And I am excited to be here this morning to drop some nuggets, hopefully, in your life, in your spirit. You know, oftentimes we're driving in our cars, and, have you ever been driving and you take your hands off the steering wheel? And when you take your hands off the steering wheel, your car starts rearing to the right or rearing to the left, but it just doesn't keep going straight. That's a sign that your car needs to be in what? Alignment, right? So now you got to take it to some place and have them to align your car. See, when you take your car in for an alignment, one of the things that what the mechanic actually does is he performs adjustments. And those adjustments are to make sure that the wheels are at a particular angle. Because when they get out of alignment, because you've hit bumps along the road, or you've hit a hole, a chuck hole, we call them in Texas, a pothole, you've hit those, and or you ran up on a curb, or whatever you did, it gets things out of alignment. Life gets us out of alignment. And so, the same way we do with our vehicle, when we pull it up into the bay, or they pull it up into the bay of that particular repair shop, first they do what they call an initial inspection. Now, that initial inspection is when the mechanic is going to look at the wear and the tear and the damage, the tires, the shocks, the struts, all those parts that relate to the mechanics of driving a vehicle. Now, you may not even know what those things are, but the reason you take it to get in a line is because you trust the persons who have gone through the education process to learn these things. So we don't have to know this. We just have to know it's out of alignment. And the way you know that is it starts veering in the wrong direction. It starts veering in the wrong direction. And so they put it on here, and they do that initial inspection first. Then they do some measurements, because according to the manufacturer, there are certain statistics that are supposed to be in alignment, supposed to be correct. The measurements are supposed to be a certain kind of way. And they use sensors and cameras to do this. And they attach those to the wheels to get those angles where they're supposed to be. Well, need to say that sometimes we're out of alignment, and we need to put the mirror on to look at ourselves, and sometimes even the mirror that others see in us. But sometimes we say, I don't care what nobody thinks. Well, come on now. Sometimes people can see you better than you see yourself. Sometimes they can recognize certain things, especially the people that are closest to you. And we have to be open enough to receive the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then the other thing that they do when they pull it in is they start to make the adjustments. Now, it's no good to pull it into the bay and see that things are out of alignment and pull back out having done nothing, right? Having done nothing at all. So it's important that adjustments are made based on the measurements that the manufacturer says it should be, based on those measurements. And then they make the adjustments. They make the adjustments so that when you pull out, and then they don't just stop there. Once they make the adjustments, they recheck it. They verify that the adjustments have been made correctly according to the manufacturer's specifications. And then they don't stop there. They let the car down, because usually they have to jack it up to really see it. They let the car down, pull it out, and then they do a test drive. Before you get in it, they have gotten in it to make sure that everything is correct. Well, because they follow this process, then they're making sure that the car's wheels are aligned properly, and that you're going to have better handling of the car when you get back in it? Do you recognize that when you go through and let your car be aligned, you have better fuel efficiency? You also have longer tire life because when it's out of alignment, the tires wear on a certain side. I believe that many of us need to have an alignment. We need to take time out periodically, ever so often, to make sure of all of these entities that are in alignment because we want to what? Improve our handling. We want to improve our efficiency. We want to improve our journey, this journey called life, this journey that we're in business. We want it to be effective. We don't want to be out of alignment and being veered in wrong directions. And if any of these things are out of alignment, we need to pull up into the bay and take some time to reassess these areas. So what am I saying? I'm saying if your words are out of alignment, can I talk about words for just a quick minute? Words you say to others, but most importantly, words you say to yourself. See, words have so much more power that we use either for or against ourselves. I mean, we've heard the saying that, life and death is in the power of the tongue. We quote that, we've heard that, but do we really understand the effectiveness or the damage that we do with ourselves based on our words? Words have so much power. We get used to saying certain things and don't even realize we're in a boxing match, beating up on ourselves. I mean, you're just sitting there punching yourself in the corner. You ain't even got out in the ring. You punching, hitting yourself upside the head. Every time you say something about yourself that is contrary to what you really should be saying about yourself. Yeah, life and death is really in the power of the tongue. So changing what you say has the power to revolutionize your attitude and your whole environment. Just changing certain things that you're saying on a daily basis. And when we say something negative about ourselves, about our abilities, oh God, I hear it too many times, people talking negative about themselves as it relates to their own abilities, what they can and what they can't do and what they're capable of doing. I am not saying that you should lie to yourself if you can't do it, but at least add another preposition to it or another adverb to it. I can't do it right now. I can't do it currently, or in a minute, I'm going to get there. See, changing what you say has the power to revolutionize your attitude and your environment. When you say something about yourself, you're strengthening that inability. When you said something what you couldn't do and you said it, you speak it all the time, it comes out so easily. Guess what? You just gave it strength, more power than it needs to have. And I'm just talking is what people say. Well, I'm just saying something. I'm not, I don't really mean it. I'm just talking. No, yeah. You're just creating. You're just strengthening what you really don't want in your life. Too often, many of us talk about and speak about what we don't want instead of what we do want. Then we need to align our faith. Yeah, we need to align our faith. Now, this has nothing to do with religion, has nothing to do with whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, whatever you serve or whatever you honor. We all have faith. We all have to operate in faith. Whatever you want out of life, whatever you want out of business, if you could already see it, it wouldn't take faith. But you must see it. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. That sounds controversial. You said, I can't see it. Now you say, I've got to see it. Well, even though you don't see it, you must see it. You have to see it through the eyes of faith until you see the manifestation. And you can't stop seeing it until it manifests. You got to keep moving towards it until it manifests. Oh, point in case, if I get in my car, I live in Texas, and if I drive from Houston to Los Angeles, it's 1,550 miles. Now, I know this, but I can't see it. I can't see LA. I can't physically see the palm trees. But if I keep driving, hello, somebody, if I keep driving, I will eventually get there, and it all depends on how fast I go. Some of us, you decide, okay, well, I don't want to drive. I don't want to be concerned about that, so I'm going to take the bus. Well, guess what? You're going to ride with other people taking the bus, and it takes you a little longer to get there, but you'll get there. And then some decide they're going to spend a little bit more money and fly. Well, that's the same way our business is. How fast you go depends on you. And the success of your business is in the speed of your business. But if you want to drive, just drive, but keep going. Don't stop until you get there. Or you can spend a little bit more money and invest a little more in yourself and use different tools that are available to you that you may have to spend something on. Or you may have to do a vending event that costs you a little bit more so you can serve a lot more people. Or you may have to get on a certain stage or a certain podcast or something. Or you may have to spend a little more time posting, doing extra things to do to get your word out there and your message out there. But guess what? You'll eventually get there. And then we have to align our gratitude. Are you grateful? There's a song called Be Grateful because there's someone else that's worse off than you. Are you grateful? How grateful are you? How grateful do you come across? Or are we complaining about our condition and our situation? Be grateful. You got to line this thing up. Realign your gratitude. Be grateful for what you have and be grateful for what you don't have. Because I promise you, somebody would really love to switch places with you. And lastly, align your mindset, your thoughts. Who and what you let in your thoughts. What thoughts do you spend the most time with? What thoughts are you having an intimate relationship with? What thoughts are you making babies with? See, some of us are making babies with negative thoughts, and they're reproducing other negative thoughts. Because thoughts do multiply and intensify out of situations. So, what are we going to do? What is our call to action? Let's get in alignment. It's time for an alignment in our life, in our business, in our relationships. And we all, every single one of us, we need regular maintenance. So don't be afraid to go get a checkup. All right, today is Wednesday. There's some stuff going on in Akana Nation. So who's on the line that's going to give us up to date of what's taking place today in the Akana world?
Good morning, Dr. Roz. It's Crystal. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Take it away, my sister.
Hey, Akana Nation. So today is Wednesday. Y'all know it's our Wednesday night wellness workshop and elevation experience. We will be starting right at 6 o'clock, and we will also do a sneak peek at the Energy Enhancement Spa. So please come on out. If you're coming, if you have guests, please come with them and make sure that they're registered for their Akana customer account. That's it for now. Thanks.
All right. And then Phyllis told us yesterday about the meeting that also takes place at, is it 1 o'clock, I believe? 1 o'clock at the...
1 o'clock. Yep.
All right. So you got guests, you want to get them out. Maybe they can't come at night because a lot of times people, are leery or don't drive at night or etc. And that thing is growing leaps and bounds. So you want to make sure you want to be a part of that as well. Anybody else have anything else going on today? Anything going on today, Wednesday? All right, then if that be the case, listen, go out and have a great day, Akana Nation. And as our midwife would say, push.